What's up guys, welcome back to another interesting video. So I've been seeing a lot of comments in which you guys have been asking us video on OriginOS. So we have done the investment and we have bought Vivo X200 FE edition. And today we'll talk about all the OriginOS features, what you guys get to see on OriginOS 6. From now we'll be covering all the videos based on OriginOS 6 and you'll also see videos related to ColorOS 16. But before talking about all the changes and new features, if you guys find our content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing. So here you can see we have Vivo X200 FE edition and I've already updated this device to the latest build of OriginOS 6. First of all, let me show you the software information by going to About section. So here if you go to About section, you can see we have OriginOS 6 running on this device. And for those who haven't received the OriginOS 6 update, for X200 series, you can just go to the System Update section, tap on these three dots and from here go to Version Trial and you should see an update. If you don't see, just tap on the no update available and the update should pop up. On this device, I received an update and the update size was close to 4 GB. You can see 3.91 GB. OnePlus have added videos in the changelogs, but here on OriginOS, you get to see static images and you can take a look at all the changes what they have mentioned. There's a huge list of changelogs. The stable update of OriginOS 6 comes with 1st October 2025 security patch. First thing, let's talk about the animation. And yes guys, now animations are completely changed on OriginOS 6. Previously, they were fast and lacked transitions. But now the animations are smoother with proper transition. And I know people might ask, are these animations better than OxygenOS 16? And for that, I would say no. They need more time to get to that level where OxygenOS 16 is currently in terms of animation. But overall, animations have been improved. You consider opening the folder, launching or closing any application, or scrolling around the UI. I would say Vivo have done a great job in terms of animations now. Other than animations, Vivo have also added a lot of options to customize your device now. And about the customization part, it's good to see that Vivo have given an option to directly customize your device from the lock screen itself. But we have a different gesture. Like you cannot long press on the lock screen to get the customization options. Instead of that, you need to pinch with 2 fingers. So if your device is locked, you just unlock it first. And there we have the options to customize the device. On the top side, you'll have the current effect. I mean the theme what you have applied. If you scroll down, you can also create a combinations of theme. Like you can have multiple themes. With a single tap, you can switch to a different theme. And directly from here itself, like in the combination part, you can also customize the themes. So let's go to the settings now. So here in the settings, you'll find an option called home screen, lock screen and wallpaper. So under this section, you have all the customization options. The layout did not change much compared to FunTouch OS, but if you go to the theme settings, here you have a lot of theme options available. There are few themes which you need to download, and one thing which I did not like here, to download the theme, you have to go inside the theme, or you can say you have to open the theme. On OxygenOS 16, you can directly tap on this download icon and download the theme without entering inside that particular theme. So for example, here we have a OriginOS theme. If I tap here on this icon, you can see it opens up that particular theme, and then we have a download option, which is an additional step. So these minor things Vivo needs to look into that. So there are in total 3 themes of OriginOS. Then we have some glowing flowers. And let me show you how does it look. So if I tap on download, now we get an option to customize. And you also have an option to delete that particular theme. But tapping on customize, you get a similar layout, like you have the home screen option to customize, then the lock screen, and if you slide more, you have the option to customize the always on display too. Talking about the lock screen customization, one good thing which I like here, now on OriginOS, you can customize or enlarge the clock as per your requirement, which is missing on OxygenOS 16. We cannot enlarge the clock, though we have the options to choose between the enlarge or the smaller clock. But here, it's good to see that we have an option to enlarge it manually. On OriginOS, you also get the option to add widgets like how we get to see on OxygenOS 16. Here there are some limited widgets which you can add, but on OxygenOS 16, you also get more support of widgets from some specific applications. And like OxygenOS 16, you also get an option to add the depth effect. So this is how it looks, and the clock style color changes depending on the wallpaper color. You do have some custom clock styles which you can choose from. And after that, there's an option to change the fonts and also add the manual colors. You can also choose between classic and custom clock styles. If you want, you can add quick information like signature or countdown. Font color can also be changed here, and you can also increase the size of the font. But one thing which I did not like here, and that's on the home screen. So if you go to the home screen, they haven't given much of options to add the effect. They only have this blur option. And soon you tap on the blur, the entire wallpaper is completely blurred. Along with that, they haven't also given the option to make adjustment in the intensity. So this is one place where I feel needs to make some changes. If you have an option to change the blur intensity or blur styles, then it would have been really great. On always on display, you do have an option to add custom always on display styles. There are few things like start adventure, beauty of humanity, digital, creation, sensory, origin, and more. And in some themes, you also get this clock styles. I would say it's not completely like, frosted glass design. It's more towards the liquid glass design. So there are many theme options which you can choose from, which includes things like colorful photos, and one theme which I really like, and that's the flip card option. Here what you can do is, if you have any theme applied, for example, this is the wallpaper and it's from Flipkarts itself. So if I apply this theme, and now if I slightly flip my device, you can see I'll be able to change different wallpapers. And if you want to apply the same effect, just open this Flipkart section, the theme. So this is the one which I am using with custom wallpapers. And here you can see towards the bottom side, we have a gallery effect where you can add 4 wallpapers or images. And you can also make changes between the transition. So there are few transition options available, and let me show you how it will look after applying this one. So I've applied this, now tapping on apply, and now if I lock the device, and you'll see a change in the transition. Maximum 4 wallpapers you can use, and they have also given an option to add a video effect. So if you have any video, that can also be applied for this particular Flipkart theme, and I really like this. And on this theme also you have an option to enlarge the clock. And now the always on display transition to lock screen really looks good. They are pretty smooth now. For the colors for app icons, Vivo still haven't implemented that complete support of colorful icons. So depending on the wallpaper, even if you choose apply color to icons, you'll see few applications not adapting to the same. Though OnePlus have done those changes, on OnePlus you can apply custom colors also for the app icon. In terms of font, Vivo have got this new font called Vivo San, and if you have any iQOO devices, there you will see iQOO San. And this is how the new font looks. Another thing similar to OxygenOS, and that's the glow effect if you are trying to unlock the device like on the keypad. So soon you press any of the number, you'll see that glow effect, and as said, that's similar to what we saw on OxygenOS 16. But on OriginOS, the transition of that effect is not that good what we see here on OxygenOS 16. After that, now we have a new power menu which is completely redesigned compared to previous one. Previously we had that black boxes for the power menu option. Now we have a modern look with a transparent background. I'm not sure about the new fingerprint animations because I don't have any device to compare, but if you guys are aware or using FunTouch OS 15, let me know what are the new fingerprint animations they have added. But in terms of charging animation, I would say they have added some new charging animations. I think 3 to 4 charging animations have been added. One is this Origin one, I feel, Energy, and then this Light Cloud. Mostly this tide option is also newly added, which has this ripple effect similar to what we see on OxygenOS 16. Now let's talk about the home screen customization. So first of all, whenever you long press now, you can see slight changes in the customization options. One change what you'll see if you go to settings, there's this new option added called the dock, and it looks similar to iOS where you have a transparent background for the applications present in the dock. But it's good to see that Vivo have given an option to enable or disable it. So I've kept it enabled, and this is how it looks on the home screen. Vivo have also given the option to enlarge the folders in different shape. But sadly, like OxygenOS 16, they haven't given option to enlarge the app icons. All these 3 brands are almost same like OnePlus, Oppo, Realme and Vivo. So mostly they will be adding these things with the upcoming updates. And it's not like you just have to tap on the icon to enlarge or expand the folder. You can also use the slide gesture. And same effect you also get to see whenever you drag and drop any application. There's that slight ripple effect around that particular application. On OriginOS 16, you'll also get a new feature called private space, where you can create a private space with a different Google account, similar to what we have seen on devices like Pixel or Nothing. Which is, I'm not sure they have done any kind of changes or not, but what I feel, they have added some new clock styles. As said, if you guys are aware which is that new clock style what they have added, I feel this one is the newly added on OriginOS 6, but still let me know in the comment section. After that, the volume panel have been slightly redesigned. Tapping on it, this is how now it appears with a transparent background. Now let's talk about another change what they have done, and that's in the control center. So you can see a completely redesigned control center with a transparent background. Like other OEMs, even they have given the option to choose between split control center or the classic one. So if you go to the settings of control center, here you can see we have an option which is called merge. So if you're using the merge one, you just have to slide from the top side. You'll see control center along with your notifications. But if you're using the separate option, you have to slide from the right top corner to open up control center, and from the left side you can open up notification panel. Similar to OxygenOS 16, now you do have stack notification. So if you have multiple notifications from similar app, this is how they will appear. Tapping on it, you'll be able to see all the notifications from that particular application. And it's not only limited to stack notification, OriginOS also have got the support of stacked recents page, but the haptic feedback is still missing even on OriginOS 6 and on OxygenOS 16. But sadly on OriginOS 16, you don't get much of options to customize the control center. So if you tap on this edit icon, you can see you are only able to move around the tiles, nothing else. These top tiles cannot be moved. I hope with the future updates, they do give an option to customize them too. But in the control center, you'll see some minor changes. Like for example, if you tap on this airplane mode, you'll see a plane on the top side. And if you turn off airplane mode, you'll see that plane going towards the right hand side. If you long press on the brightness, you get options like auto brightness, dark mode, or even eye protection mode. Similar way, long pressing on the flash tile, you can slide this tile to increase the intensity of flashlight. But overall, the control center now looks a lot better compared to FunTouchOS. In the app drawer, you'll see two sections. I think this was already there, widget section was already present. But now in the app drawer, you can tap on these two dots, tap on manage, and from here itself you can create folders in the app drawer. I think this option was not present on FunTouchOS. One of the best implementation what I've seen till date on any device, and that's the implementation of Origin Island. So basically Origin Island can be found here in the settings, and which gives you options like drag and drop, context suggestion, and these are the things which are supported. It will also remind you if you have set any reminder in any of the specific application. But why I like this Origin Island a lot, and the reason behind that is the UI while playing music. So let me play one music and show you guys. So I'll play this song, and you can see the cover photo of this particular song has this blue shade. And if I close this and then tap on this Origin Island, you'll see slight blue shade acting as equalizer. If I change it to different song, depending on that particular song thumbnail color, you'll see this equalizer effect. And another nice add-on is, for example, if you have opened any application here, if you slide it from the right hand side, you'll see that application going from the right side. If you slide from the left side, you'll see that application will go from the left side. There we go. And there are few more reasons why it's one of the best implementation ever done by any OEM. So for example, here I have albums application, or you can say photos application. So if I long press on any of the photo and drag it, I will get few options in the Origin Island, like it will suggest me few applications where I can drag and drop this particular image. If I want to drop it in notes application, that can be done. If I want to save it in album, that can also be done. And similar way, it also gives you smart suggestions. In the notes application, I have a mobile number. If I long press on it and then drag this number, it will give me suggestions like if I want to save this to contacts, or if I want to make a call on this particular number, or you can see things like send a SMS to this particular number. Similar way, if I have any URL over here, so let me type my website, and now if I select this particular URL, and now if I hold and drag, you can see now we got an option to open that particular URL in Chrome. So a very thoughtful add-on what they have done. Now inside the Photos application, they have given some useful features, and one of them is the Pro Video Editor. So for example, here I have a video. If I tap on Edit, and if I scroll towards the right hand side, you can see there's an option called Pro. Tapping on it, you have a dedicated video editing tool where you can trim the video, remove original sound, choose and cover page, and things like split, crop, etc. But here on OriginOS, maximum export quality is 4K 60 FPS. Unlike on OxygenOS 16 where we have 4K 120 FPS. After that, they have also added some AI features. So for example, if I open up this photo, tapping on AI, you can see we have some options like AI retouch, which includes things like AI erase, upscaling image, image expansion. So if I want to expand this image, I can adjust the expansion area and just tap on start expansion. And there you can see, you don't even see any kind of difference. The image have been beautifully expanded. So these are some of the AI features what they have added here in the gallery application, or you can say photos application. Along with that, there's another change. Previously, if any video was there in the photos application, that used to directly play with the other video player present on FunTouchOS. But now the video directly gets played inside the photos application itself. Few AI features also you can find it in the applications like notes. So here in the notes application, if I open up anything, so here I have some notes. Now if I select the notes, you have things like AI creation tool, or you can just tap on this AI to get the AI options. Like you can create a summary, polished version, shorten, extended, or you can continue writing. You also have an option to fix grammar. After that, in the recorder application also you have the support of live transcription. So if you are recording anything, like for example lectures, you just have to tap on the transcribe button. The application will start transcribing real-time basis. And after that, you also get the option to create summary. So these are the AI features what they have added in the recorder application. Similar to what we saw on OxygenOS 16, like the support of cross connections, even Vivo have got this thing called Office Kit. which says require access to app list to provide services such as data transfer, screen mirroring. So you can control your PC. So you just have to download the Office kit on your PC and you'll be able to use your device like transferring files, clipboard sync and remote PC control feature. I think most of the OnePlus users are aware about this. I've shown in many of the videos. Now in the settings page, we do have better segregation. But like OnePlus, they haven't added support of AI search in the settings page. As is the first build of OriginOS, I would say with the upcoming updates of OriginOS, we might get to see more features on Vivo and iQOO smartphones. Many places they have done UI changes. You consider display section, but in the display section there's a new feature under eye comfort and protection, and that's called motion prompts. And this is for people who have motion sickness while using the device either while driving or riding. So you can use this feature to avoid motion sickness. So guys, these are all the changes what you guys will see on OriginOS 6. And let me know, do you guys want me to compare it with OxygenOS 16 and ColorOS 16, and what all videos you guys want me to do on OriginOS 6? Because now we do have multiple devices like for the OriginOS we have Vivo X200 FE, and for ColorOS Oppo Find X8 will also be delivered. But one thing which I would like to mention, it still lags behind OxygenOS 16. What do you guys have to say? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.